Welcome back, everybody. We are here with more D&D from the more TNT.
Oh yeah,
that's us.
Yay!
Hello, everyone.
Yep. Last session, just a quick recap. You guys went on a new simulation ride to go and get a book from some wreckage, and you did quite well. And you didn't abandon the other crew. You were good people. For one.
it was nice.
And you rescued Micken and anyone that came with him. Pretty sure it was probably because Micken was there.
Probably.
Not at all. You can't prove that in court. No, not at all.
No. Then simulation ended. There was a lightning explosion that may or may not have had some severe damage dealt to certain members of the party.
Ah, yes.
Yes. But a pretty average roll. Yeah, you tried to question about the event and the tablet that they found with insignia in it, but were told to leave and that it was none of your business.
Fucking rude.
Yeah. But yeah, no cadets or no instructors were unalived because of the explosion, and because of somebody's necklace of prayer beads.
I did a thing.
You did do a thing.
Very nice.
Well done, buddy. You did it.
Yeah. So we start this session off with you sort of marching towards the exit, and could everybody roll a perception check for me?
Straight in check.
Straight in.
Great. Back with the fours again.
Woo.
Total
It's
of
a
7.
10 for Adroff.
So 19 for Malik.
I just realised I didn't update my sheets. That's
Yeah, 23.
Nice.
So, Malik and Hayes, as you're leaving the room, up on one of the sort of viewing balconies that overlook the simulation chamber, you think you see the figure of an Aarakocra, sort of watching over the two simulation areas. But you sort of blink, look away, and sort of try and find them, and they are no longer there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I look at Hayes and see that they seem to be looking in the same direction as me. And I say, does that seem odd to you?
You saw that too? I thought it was just me. I'd corner of my eye, and then it was gone. But something a bit like Adroff, I suppose, but a little bit bigger.
Yes. Seems coincidental that something would go wrong here, and someone is watching from the shadows. Might be an idea to mention this to somebody.
I don't know who though. Who would we ask about this without prying too many questions in the wrong direction?
Oh. Can questions have a wrong direction? Especially when it comes to the betterment of everybody. Perhaps in not asking questions, we may be doing other people to more.
I mean, I imagine there's many people in the academy that we haven't met yet, and it may just be another teacher, professor, whatever you call them in this place.
Entirely possible. It bears keeping in mind, I believe.
Maybe we'll have a discussion with everybody once we're back at our...
Yes. Yes. Returning back to the dorm would be good. I am in some pain at the moment.
Yeah, me very much too, so, as well, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Can I DM?
Yes.
Does everything get restored after the simulation, or does...
Everything does. Anything used after the simulation does
Doesn't.
not.
Okay.
Like hit points.
Okay.
Alright. I'll make my way back.
You have a grumbly little 2'10" owl sort of flapping next to you, irritated. You would notice, however, that there are sparks coming off of some of the runes on his armor, which didn't happen before.
Is something amiss? Adolf, even?
What do you mean?
You appear vexed.
Irritated. Some shitty explosion, and I want to ask why, because I want to fix it, and we get shouted at. It's bullshit. We all got hit in the face with electricity, and it fucking sucks. Some of us got hit more than others, looking at the scorch marks on you.
Mm-hmm.
But even so, I could fix it. If something went wrong and it's mechanical or magical, I can do it. I can fix it. But fucking pricks. Not allowed to fly, then fucking assault course, and then I'm not allowed to help when things go wrong. Just irritated.
It's entirely possible that you need to prove yourself. They don't know how well you can work in these situations. It's all very well you saying you can do these things, but if they take a chance on you and things go wrong, then they are in a worse position than they were in the first place.
Hey, if it's above my pay grade, I can look at it and I'll tell them, but I just want to know. I just want to look at it. I want to learn. What better way to learn than find something that's broken?
That is a fair point.
Am I nearby? I mean, I assume we were walking all back to the dorm.
Yeah.
Okay. I am starting to fear they are not completely aware of what is going on themselves. They do not want our questions because they do not have answers.
Surely another set of eyes would help, right?
Yes, but that would mean them having to admit that they are not in control and they do not know what is going on. That is not a good look for a position of authority.
Well, they can just lie. Hey, we've got a new test for you. Figure out what's wrong with this machine. It'll be on your exams. It's that easy. If I can figure it out, so can they.
I fear
At
they
the
are
same
too
time,
vexed.
It is entirely possible that they may be considering that anybody could be responsible for anything that is happening here. They don't know us.
Yeah, I mean, we've only been here a day. We've seen some pretty screwed up stuff already, and they might be looking our direction. It's hard to say.
I mean, we helped against those fucking beasties.
Been all eyes, we brought them there.
Yes. From what you explained to me, not having been there, you released creatures and then defeated them yourselves.
After we got given a box by some other dude.
If I was cynical, I might say that you were conducting an exercise in creating a problem and then solving it in order to give yourself a leg up. I'm of course not saying that, but from other people's viewpoints, that may be how it looks.
I never thought of it like that. That's an interesting hypothesis.
Sometimes,
But I still
not
want to
be-
fix the fucking thing. Huffs and ruffled feathers and just fucking flaps away.
Can I cast prestidigitation and make smoke come out of his ears?
Screaming little owl.
Angry little owl with sparks flying off my armor and steam coming out my ears. Have I even got ears?
Yeah, owls have little ears.
They're hidden
no.
under feathers. You just
Yeah.
approximated where they are. Are you assuming my ear holes? God.
I'd love it if they were in completely the wrong place.
Just got fucking steam coming out of blowhole at the top.
Or just like halfway down your neck.
God.
Okay. You head back to the dorms.
I think so.
Yep. I can't even remember. Did we left fairly? Did we had breakfast and went to the simulation?
Yeah, I think it was relatively early in the morning, but we've been told.
Yeah.
The simulation has probably taken up a good part of your day. You're probably looking at late afternoon now.
Yep. Okay. And I'm honestly not sure if we had any other tasks that needed our attention today or not. Did we have anything open?
Not
we
I
did.
don't
today.
think so. I think we completed our checklist, and then now it's just
Yeah,
a case of being assigned things.
Yeah.
You probably have a feeling that maybe after the simulation you were probably supposed to have like a more in-depth debriefing. But because of certain things that happened,
Yeah.
that's been pushed to the side.
Grumble, grumble, explosion, grumble, grumble. Go into my bed and pull off my armor and start scratching at the runes and trying to figure out why it's sparking.
So I suppose we've been here a day now, and we've barely got to know each other all that well. But we introduced ourselves, our names, and that was really it, I think, before we were thrown in the deep end. Shall we get a little more acquainted?
How do you propose?
Just, I suppose you'd say like a bit of an icebreaker where we obviously we know each other's names, but our maybe a little bit of our background, what sort of arts we practice, or sort of thing, or not. And he just goes to turn away.
No. If you've actually, yeah, you're right. I think we're going to be spending a lot of time with each other. Might as well.
mean, if they're wanting us to man a crew, whether that's us or with others as well, if, as we found so far, we've worked relatively well together, so why not know a little bit more about each other and improve that further? But I suppose I'll start if nobody else.
well, should we
jump
get
in?
some drinks in and do it over drinks?
Yeah, by all means.
Having said that, I have no idea where to get any in here. I also spent all my money. So, maybe not the best idea.
I will find out where to purchase drinks from.
They may have some in the stores, although perhaps a visit to the kitchen is more likely to deem results.
I was thinking I would start at the canteen and see if anyone can assist me.
Well, I'll come with you.
Okay.
It was my idea.
Okay. Yeah, so I want to get to the backstory stuff. So, DM, can we find out
Magic booze!
Yeah. So, yeah, go to the canteen. The gift's still there. You feel like he's always there, and it's always open. There's a lot of just standard drinks on offer. So you've got your water, your milk, juices, things like that. No alcoholic beverages in the canteen.
Unsurprising.
But there is basically any sort of common soft beverage.
Oh, that's a bit disappointing, but alright.
I'll look at Rennick and what do you think our comrades would prefer?
We get a selection of juices. Everyone likes juice.
I've never experienced juice before.
Oh, you're in for a treat. It's not exactly the hard stuff, what I likes, but it'll do.
I shall take your lead.
Yeah, so it's I just ask for a selection.
Yeah, you can stick it on the tray. You're all good, and carry it back to the room.
Yeah, awesome. I put it down on the table and I just kind of look at it sheepishly and be like, yeah, sorry, I don't think they got alcohol here. This is about as exotic as it gets.
We have brought sustenance to moisten your innards.
How long has this taken?
Probably 5-10 minutes. It's not a lot. It's probably quicker than you going to make a cup of tea, so...
Hey, you can fuck right off.
Unexpected shade out of nowhere.
Fucking rude. Even after I offered to buy him a drink earlier.
You did, but it's the basis of our friendship, so it's fine.
Yeah, I get it.
In the room, fruit juice.
Fruit juice.
Alrighty.
Good juice for you.
Reluctantly, I will flap over to the couch, still holding my armor and trying to sort of figure things out with it. Scratching out runes and putting them in different places and different things. Still wondering why it's sparking. So basically, DM, tell me when a short rest is done.
Ha! I see.
Not yet.
Probably once the backstory bit's done.
Oh.
Malek, are you drinking?
I will sample this.
Make a con save.
Can you make me a nature roll, please?
Oh god.
A nature roll?
I wasn't serious.
Oh,
Cookie,
no,
don't
what have you
kill
done?
him.
No, what have you done?
This is just
Not one.
interesting.
Not one.
9.
9. Okay. Definitely a liquid. But that's about all you can tell. Juice has no flavor.
Oh.
That's sad.
It's a liquid.
Poor Sammy boy.
I just kind of look at it quizzically and just put the receptacle down on the floor and kind of ignore it going forward.
Okay, right, we have some drinks. As I say, maybe I start then. Nothing too in-depth, I suppose, unless you really want to, but... well, here goes. So, as I said, my name is Hayes, but I was graced with the birth name Hazel, which, being of the male variety, it didn't quite work in my mind, so I just dropped the L and just kept with Hayes. And I go by the family name of Sweetwind, and I'm of the Ayrshire. I am only 19 years old, and I've come to the Spelljammer Academy here. I was as a kind of like a second choice, I suppose, or second option more. I was at Strixhaven Academy before. I was trying to become a wizard, but it failed miserably. And I thought the arcane just wanted nothing to do with me, and I was, well, yeah, a bit downtrodden. And my uncle actually introduced me to faith, I suppose. I took up the faith of Celestian, the sort of a god, as you'd call it, and I became a cleric of Celestian, a Twilight cleric, as you'd call it. So I can do a lot of things with darkness, and as you've seen so far, I can float when I want to, and I've only used it a couple of times, but it's proved quite useful so far. Beyond that, I think that will do for now.
So what does a cleric want to do on a Spelljammer?
Well, it was flunking out of Strixhaven. I still wanted to be involved with magic, and when I took up my faith and I found that there was another way to do it, I enjoyed it. I loved having the feeling of the magical prowess, as it were, but to go back to Strixhaven was no longer an option. So the Spelljamming Academy was suggested to me, and it was another option of more learning, more something else. But yeah, I don't know what more to say. The second option.
That's fair enough.
Okay, then. Who's next then? Enough of me. Who's next?
I can go next if you wish.
Yeah, go on.
Please.
I am a desert guardian, created to protect the desert which no longer exists. Invaders came to loot the ancient tombs of the God Kings, and in response, I was forged, as I have been thrice before, to turn them back by any means necessary. The soul that inhabits this shell is so ancient I cannot recall living my first life, but I do remember my dedication. I am made to protect the desert, and in return, I am given purpose. This last time, however, was a calamity. A cabal of ancient liches raided the tomb of the God King Nupraptor, searching for something to increase their power. I stood in their path. The battle was intense. They realized they could not defeat me in my own domain, and they conspired to remove me to the Shadowfell. The time I returned, my desert was decimated. The sand fused to rolling dunes of black glass. The spirits and souls that inhabited the wastelands all destroyed or fled. And now, I'm a guardian without a kingdom. So I wander the world, finding purpose, to which I hope to find here. story.
Well, how do you follow that? That's pretty intense.
That's intense, dude.
Malek, you are a construct of sorts, at least physically, if I understand.
In a way.
And you are singular? Are there others like you?
There are none the same as me. However, I believe other desert guardians have come before, for different deserts, different locations. We are a response. A defense mechanism, if you will. Normally, once our purpose is fulfilled, we will go back to the desert. But I have no desert to go back to.
Was it that your
And so-
purpose is not yet fulfilled?
My purpose was to defend my desert, and there is no longer a desert. As such, my purpose can never be fulfilled.
Limbo between.
Limbo between.
Deep.
So yes, I find myself here with you. And maybe, perhaps, if I can find a purpose, one day it might be complete. But anyway, I have taken up enough of your time. Who wishes to go next?
I'll go next. Yeah, my story ain't as colourful as you lot. Well, at least you guys have gone before me. I was freed from the slave pens of Menza Berenzen. For those who are unaware, it is a fairly large city in the Underdark. Yeah, a bunch of lads I know go by the name of Breg and Death. They thought I might be useful, so they acquired me. And I showed my use a couple of times, but they kind of took pity on me and, well, I wouldn't say exactly let me go. I'm still considered an asset to their band, but kind of been let go to explore the world a little bit, experience it, because I'm not really built for the Underdark, you know. I don't have the dark vision. I'm definitely an above ground creature, or at least it's my lineage. So yeah, I'm just out here experiencing the world, learning all I can, and I thought, you know, something with the word academy in the name might be a nice place to learn some things. So here I am. That's basically my story.
Your story is no less than anybody else's. I am glad you are here with us.
Yeah, me too. This is I've seen some shit, but this is something else. I'm quite interested.
I mean, I guess I'll go. Nowhere near as exciting as any of you guys. I'm very simple. Name's Adrov Hux. I'm 21. I'm from Waterdeep. I've got two older brothers, Grayson and Arset. They're merchants. both traveling and doing their own thing. And I just really loved building things and seeing how it worked and ripping things apart, and I got into a bit of trouble doing it. Sort of taking things apart when you're not supposed to and kind of draining the magic out of it is kind of frowned upon. So when I sort of heard about Spelljammer, I thought, hey, why not? Let's learn something and put it to good use. And well, my brothers travel, so why not travel somewhere that they're never gonna go? See what stories I can bring back to them. That's it. Real simple, real clean. I haven't got anything special like you guys.
I do not believe you are any less special than the rest of us.
I think everyone's got something a little bit special about them.
I mean, we've already seen you've got some of that rune magic, don't you? Something you can do?
Yeah, there's things that I've learned. Tinkering with things and breaking things and figuring out if I can put them back together again. I've got quite good at it.
I'll say I like what you've done to my shield. That's pretty useful, pretty impressive.
It's a little trick. I can siphon a portion of my power and put it into something. And I can only do it a little bit, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Like this fucking armor. I don't know why it's sparking. It's irritating me.
Oh dear.
But I'll get there, and I'll figure it out. And that's what I always do. I'd see a problem and I want to solve it. I got pissed off earlier because I want to get my hands dirty. I want to get in. I like being in the belly of something and seeing how it ticks. They're great big machines use lots of magic.
But you come to the right place, mate.
That's what I'm hoping. Hoping someone will give me a chance and I'll be able to show that I've got potential and start learning.
Well, I believe that leaves one.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, there is really nothing to tell. I'm just a simple girl. I am from a family of traveling merchants. I spent my life traveling from place to place, from city to city, country to country. Recently, my parents have decided they wish to settle down, to fix their place of business to one singular place, and I had to admit I could not face the idea of staying in one place after a life of such travel and adventure. My home being the same for the rest of my life, I could not imagine this. I'm too young, I want to go out and see the world. And I simply thought, well, at the Spelljammer Academy, I will have the opportunity not only to see other places, but perhaps other realms, other planes. It was a very attractive idea, and so I'm here.
And the magic you have, Catalina, where
Oh,
does
I
it
would
stem
not
from?
really say that I have magics. I learned the little that I know from my grandfather. He taught me most of what he knows. But as I said, it is a few small tricks, nothing more. But I'm glad I'm here, and I'm glad I've met you all.
Inside
I'm
chat.
I was thinking the same thing.
Likewise.
Just to say, glad you've met us all. Inside check. No.
Your family ever been in a water deep?
I think we have traveled to just about everywhere over the years.
Oh. Ever met any other owlins?
Oh,
My brothers are bigger than me.
I have seen your kind before, of course, but we never really stayed in one place for very long, so as you can imagine, I didn't really make any friends or acquaintances outside of the traveling group that I was part of.
It's alright. No one's perfect.
That reminds me. I don't think any other but myself and Malik saw it. But just as we were leaving the Spelljammer room, whatever it was called, myself and Malik, we did spot excuse the phrase, another bird person watching us from above on a balcony.
I saw a bird person.
But much larger.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
much
saw it,
larger is not hard in my case. But another owlin, maybe?
No.
I know. I don't think it was an owlin, but it didn't really get a good look. It was just a glimpse, a shadow, corner of the eye.
More eagle-like or more vulture-like?
I personally couldn't say. Didn't see much, just the winged shape and.
Yeah, the silhouette was more larger bird.
I'm slightly confused. What was the significance of these figures that you saw?
They were stood watching as events unfolded. It appears odd that a person, having seen the accident that occurred to us, seeing that we were damaged and in pain, would simply watch and then leave.
You are suggesting their presence was suspicious.
Yes.
They were attempting to remain concealed?
Eventually. We were discussing previously as to whether this should be mentioned to anyone in charge.
I mean, it might help. Especially if, as newcomers, they're suspicious of us.
Ooh. Maybe the person was watching because they were suspicious of us. Though maybe they was sent to watch us.
Oh, it doesn't sound fun.
That is also a possibility.
Yeah, just thought I'd throw a alternative idea into the mix. You don't have to listen to me, of course.
No,
It's of course possible.
Your suggestion is valid, and I had not considered it. If what I suggested previously about us, or this group, being considered to be attempting to curry favor by creating problems and solving them, if someone else has the same idea, they may task someone with watching us.
Yeah.
And having seen an accident occur whilst we were present, that may not be in our favor.
Well, you know, if they are sending someone to watch us and they're doing their job properly, then they will know that these things aren't due to us. I'm just, you know, I don't want to defend any attempts to quote unquote spy on us, but maybe it's there for good reason. But, all of this could be cleared up by just going to someone and asking for a little clarification. Maybe if we can
Very true.
grab some time with someone with a little bit of authority, then we might get some answers.
My
DM,
thoughts would-
what? Oh,
Go
sorry. I was about to say, DM, what was the name of the person who I called out for taking something, and he took me into the back rooms?
Oh, yeah.
They did not have a name at that point.
Oh.
He was a senior officer.
The senior officer. Okay, well, I will.
I have noted his character in my notes, but it just says Officer Dodgy ? Question mark.
Officer
I don't think that was his name.
Officer Dodgy.
Officer Dodgy. Okay, well, in that case, DM, Malik will be seeing if he can spot said senior officer again whilst out and about, because I feel I have a slight rapport with him.
If I may, my thoughts on the matter. If we are to report this to somebody, what harm can it do?
None, as far as I can see. Although,
Exactly.
of course, it may alert somebody that they have been seen, which may cause them to come after us. Just as an example.
I'm also looking at it this way. If we say nothing and it does in fact transpire that this person is somehow responsible for what is going on, we may end up feeling rather silly that we did not mention it.
Correct.
I haven't been the most useful since we got here. You lot have all got talents that are more suited to this kind of thing than me. But I can tell you this: if someone comes after us, that's where my special talent comes into play. Because you see, I'm a little bit handy. So if you want me to sleep by the door or something, I can do that. Well,
Catalina will smile. I don't think that is necessary just yet, but I do feel much safer knowing that you are with us.
well, you let me know whatever you need from me, and I'll be there.
As you say, whatever you need from me, Adrov curses slightly, and then his already wide eyes brighten as the runes on his armor that he's been toying with suddenly begin to glow, and the sparking stops. I think I know what I need from you.
From who specifically?
Rennick,
Yeah.
do you mind standing over there and holding up your shield for me?
Where do you want me to stand?
Just by the showers, and I'm gonna start hurriedly pulling on my armor
Right.
with visible excitement.
I hold up my shield.
So what Adrov does, it pulls on the armor, and then he will touch the amulet that's on the chest piece of the armor, and all of the buckles and straps will tighten themselves around him. And there will be it'll look like a coin, a silver coin on each the back of each hand, woven into the gauntlets, and they will both begin to glow and crackle slightly. Ooh. Okay, I'm really sorry if this hurts.
All right.
Are you okay with this?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. And I'm gonna flap into the air and I'm gonna punch the air with a quick 1-2, and I'm gonna send a small bolt of lightning at the shield, using my new armor perks. And hopefully, I'm not looking to hurt you. I'm just using your shield as target.
Target dummy. Okay.
15 to hit. It may not hit, but if you're standing still, it's that sort of.
Do you want?
Would you let it hit you?
If you're if you're trying to
or at
do
least
something,
hit you and hit the shield at least.
Yeah. All right. Yep.
Yeah, you would see you'd see the gem or the coins light up and flash, and 2 little bolts will fly and explode on your shield.
Oof.
And Adrov will just start giggling.
6 damage?
No damage.
No damage.
I'm only doing it to show to the audience.
Okay. Right. Okay. I was going to say, because we haven't had a long rest, and I'm not great.
Is your armor class less than 15?
No. No, it's not.
I'm just imagining it's blocked by the shield at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're specifically targeting the shield, then that's probably all right.
Yeah, I'd say if you had botched, then you probably would have hit him.
Yeah. So with your special infusion on my shield, my armor class is 19.
Fair. 19, damn.
Session notes. Hang
Adrov is just flapping, hovering in the air, and giggling ecstatically.
Well, that was pretty impressive.
Oh, I'm so glad it finally works. I've been trying to do this for months.
Well, congratulations.
Don't know what it was, but I think that jolt of lightning that we all got hit by, I just needed to put power into it, like I do with my other infusions. I just had to channel it, and it works. Oh, yes, this is great. I love it. Well, thank you. Are you good? Are you hurt? Did that hurt?
I'm all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Not bad.
Excellent. Amazing. Wonderful. Oh, brilliant. I need to write this down.
Walk over to the tray of beverages. I pick up one and hand it to him. And goes, "Oh, I think you deserve a." And then he realizes it's not alcohol and goes, "Juice." Yeah.
I mean, we'll take the juice and maybe have some vodka later if we can fucking find any. Just totally ecstatic, and he just flaps over to the bed and starts writing furiously in a little notebook.
Actually, I don't know how long we're going to be here for, but if you've got some honey or some potatoes, I'm a dab hand at making me own. In fact, I'm gonna make some moonshine.
I'm intrigued by that. Just shouting from the corner.
I have proficiency in alchemist supplies, so.
Yeah.
I like you.
There was probably honey in the canteen, and there would have been gunpowder chowder, but no raw potatoes.
Okay. Right. Well,
I want to see what kind of alcohol you can make out of gunpowder chowder.
Oh.
There's probably potatoes in the kitchen because they are in the chowder, but not raw potatoes. Aren't really something put on a canteen thing.
All right. I'll source something. Don't you worry. I'll have some party juice next time we have something to celebrate.
I love it. It'll be great. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, this is great.
Can use anything, any fruit really. Anything that ferments well and quickly.
I've had some success when I've used potatoes and I added some raspberries at one point. That was weird.
Well, sounds pretty nice.
I also have alchemist supplies as a proficiency.
Oh God.
Maybe we can put our heads together and sort something out.
Yes, it'll be good.
Right. We just need a good sturdy bucket with a nice tight fitting lid.
I'm sure we can find one of those.
We'll find something later. For the moment, I think we
Or we can improvise.
oh, we're gonna improvise. I don't know about you lot. I'm pretty wiped after the.
I am
Days
in a
festivities.
significant amount of pain.
Oh yeah, you look like you need a good nap, mate.
Me completing my armor was us all having a short rest,
Ah,
as per Cookie sending me a message.
all right, okay.
Ding!
So if you need to hit die and such, now is the time.
Oh god, yeah, hit dice.
That's a good point. Well, that depends. At Cookie, are we going to have a long rest tonight?
You will be having a long rest, yes.
Okay.
Then never fucking mind.
Rude.
I must ask, did you decide on reporting this figure that you saw? I mean, it is up to you. I would just suggest if you plan to do it, I would do it sooner rather than later.
I mean, yeah, I think me and Malik did discuss it earlier, but I think there's no harm that comes from it. If it's something innocent, if it's a professor, if it's somebody that's watching us for a reason, then there's nothing to lose. But if it was any malicious intent, then we can get to the bottom of it sooner. Maybe not us, but the college, the academy, the school. Cool.
Where are we? What is this place?
Who are
This is
you
not my
people?
beautiful house. This is not my beautiful wife. Yeah.
Who do we
I-
report it to? Who do we?
That's the thing. I wanna see if I can seek out the officer that I spoke to previously. Not right now because I'm about to fall down.
Okay. Caroline will just kind of shrug. She's not going to force the issue.
And are you guys wanting to have the benefit of the short rest and then go, or are you looking to have a rest and do it tomorrow?
I
This
think
is an out of character thing.
I think
would
it'd
say
be
I'd do it tomorrow.
All right.
Okay. What were
Airdrop's
you going to say,
fine.
Rich?
He's got a project.
No, I was going to say the same. I was like, do it tomorrow. Try and explore a little bit if there's nothing else on, and then find someone to report to.
Hmm.
So the rest of the day is probably early evening by this point. Kind of goes by. You can go down and get some gunpowder chowder if you really want to. It's not the most palatable thing, which is surprising because there's bacon in it.
Yay, bacon.
We can mix,
Bacon
mix everything better.
solves all the
It
problems.
does.
While I'm there, I will actually ask if they've got any potatoes that are a bit too old, a bit too sprouty, that they can spare.
So Winston Ryback, the gift that's always there,
Yep.
will have a little rummage round in the back and hand you a bucket full of just old potatoes.
Oh, nice. He's already given me a bucket as well. That's excellent. That's 2 birds, 1 stone.
So these don't really fall into the 4
I'm
basic
not a
food
fan
group.
of that metaphor.
Oh, I didn't say it in character. You can't respond.
You better fucking not.
No, I
That's
wasn't
racist.
in a lower register, so you're all right.
Do continue.
Cool. But that's all I would have a healthy helping of gunpowder chowder as well. Eat my fill in the canteen and come back to our quarters to start on me fermenting.
As you leave the canteen, Winston sort of looks over and goes, "Treat them well, and when it's done, you let me know."
Oh, and I
He seems
just
to know exactly
yeah.
what you're doing.
I'll wink
He
at
knows
him and
what's
give him a
up.
little one of those sneaky salutes.
You're probably not the first cadet, and you probably won't be the last.
Yeah.
I mean, depending on how badly this goes, he might be the last.
Yeah.
The Academy has issued a blanket ban on all stills following the explosion in the dorm on level C.
Mine's more of a passive system. I think we should be alright.
Anyone with control flames, please report to the bedrooms.
I'm sure
Okay.
Credit is available.
Evdrov and I will just put our heads together and see what's lying about the dorm and construct some kind of rudimentary still.
I got this.
I can create water, so
Sure to take apart a shower system.
Bear in mind that we are on the main path to the toilets, so you are going to need to hide this well.
you're right.
That'll be fine.
No one
Also,
else
don't
is
worry.
currently living in our fucking bunks.
And don't worry, I have purify food and drink as a ritual, so,
As a cautionary measure.
so you probably won't die.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Okay. You move on into the night and sleep right through. You
Holy
wake.
shit, long rest.
Yeah. You get your long rest, and the day begins early. You're awakened by Tarto in a most discourteous fashion,
Oh, no.
throwing garbage cans around the dorm, just waking you up. You have to quickly gear up, eat a hasty breakfast, and are immediately commanded to the deck of a hammerhead ship, all the way up in the skydock.
A real one?
A real one.
Aye.
This is
Aye.
the ship is called the Flighty Foundling.
Flighty foundling.
As soon as you board the ship, Tarto with you, it rises in the air towards wild space.
What?
What the fuck is going on?
We've only done this once.
I'd just like turn to Tato. Might I inquire? What the actual F?
An adamantine meteor has struck the spire on Hakatha, and you lot are gonna recover it.
Come again?
Yes,
The
I
bad
know
news.
what all of those words were.
The bad news: Hakatha is populated solely by beholders and their kin.
Oh,
I'm
lovely.
sorry. I'm sorry?
reiterate my previous question.
That-
What's the actual
That was
F?
that was definitely plural. That wasn't singular. That was.
The good news: there's an empty tyrant ship adrift above Toril, waiting for you to crew it. Though you'll need to install a spelljamming helm on the command deck to make it fly.
I look at Adrov immediately. Looks like your kind of thing, no?
Let's hold off on that for a moment. I'm sorry. You said beholders and beholderkin, like Xanathar under Waterdeep beholder? Like that's real?
Yes, a beholder.
Oh yeah, beholders are real.
Fuck. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Uh-huh. Why? Oh god.
I would like to inquire, has there been some sort of mistake? We have been with the Academy for 2 days. I feel that whilst this team has a lot of potential, that potential will not be met if we are dead.
What you said.
Hazel, what he means? Pray to your gods. Now.
I think even praying to them would bring us that much luck against the young beholder.
Oh, fuck.
Arta will look at you, Malik, and be like, clearly you haven't been paying enough attention, because what you should have learned by now is do what you fucking tell you to do.
Okay.
And then carries on saying, we're dropping you off with Petty Officer Winston Ryback, who will ensure you don't go hungry. But travelling aboard the Tyrant ship, as it is a beholder vessel, you should be able to reach the spire without attracting unwanted attention from other Tyrant ships patrolling Hecathan space. He's also got some deckhands with him. You will need to identify who among you as a group is in command of the mission and who is in command of installing and flying the spelljamming helm in the new ship.
I immediately point at Edrov. I mean, that's got your name written all over it, mate.
Yeah.
Edrov,
All right.
please, believe in yourself. As I do.
There are so many things in my head. Right. Spelljamming helm. Who has that?
As for who is in charge of the mission, usually, I would just defer to the person who seems to have the most practical experience in life, and I reckon that's you, my Sandy King.
My experience mostly deals with sand.
Right.
And
You've picked up more things in that time, though, right? I mean, you said you've lived like 3 lives.
yes, among sand. My reason for being was to protect, which usually involved decimating those who would want to do harm to the desert.
That sounds like a pretty fucking solid qualification to me, son.
As you wish.
Miss Bosun?
Yep.
Can I go see the spelljamming helm now, please? I'd like to familiarize myself with what the fuck I'm doing.
You'll see it soon enough.
That's not helpful nor comforting. You do know that, right?
A word of warning. This tyrant ship you're about to pilot is made of stone.
Huh.
Don't try and land it in any water.
Uh-huh.
And
Yeah.
the flighty foundling will dock alongside the tyrant ship. Which looks like that.
Wow.
Uh-huh. Right.
Aha.
Okay. That's terrifying.
And you're dropped unceremoniously into the tyrant ship's cargo deck, along with a crate of supplies, navigational map, a shiny new Spelljammer helm. Petty Officer Ryback pulls up the rear, wearing a backpack laden with cooking implements. His pots and pans clatter and clang as he waves goodbye to the foundling, which has already set course back to the academy. And from behind him, you see the deckhands appear. There is... Let's go for this one first. There is a Free Keen behind him.
Bug.
Yeah.
Bug boy.
Bug boy. Bug boy.
This and Winston introduces them sort of one by one. This is Cricklet.
Okay, nice.
KRIK''LIT. Glossy black chitin with mottled patches of white, and her eyes are a bright, vivid green. They appear to be wearing like a vest, but it holds like carpentry tools.
Shipwright.
There is also someone among them you've seen before. And he says, I believe you guys have already met.
Hey.
Micken.
It's Megan.
It's him. The collective crush of the entire group.
It's a boy.
And then out from the other side of Winston appears a pale green plasmoid.
Plasmoid.
Oh
Wow.
my.
Good boy.
Drink the goo. Drink the goo.
No.
The personification of a gelatinous cube, essentially.
Who steps out from behind him, whistling. And he is a very excellent whistler.
It has no lip.
He's whistling jaunty tunes.
What's his name?
This is Fred.
Fred.
Fred. Fred the plasmoid.
Plasmoid.
the plasmoid.
Fred is spelt PFFRED.
PFF.
I gotta rewrite it now.
Fred.
PFF.
Fred.
Fred. It's like Steven spelt with a PH
Yeah.
at the start. Steven.
My name's Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
God. I love plasmoids. They're so much fun.
You also have a variety of equipment that has been transferred across as well. You each have a climbing kit, and you each have some hammers to assist with that.
Sorry, what's Winston's second name again?
Ryback, Ryeback. He is the galley cook.
Sorry, V for Bertie or V for Victor? Ryback or Ryback?
Ryback, B for Bertie.
Back.
What race
As in Moonlight
is Ryback?
Gif. He's
Oh,
the
cool.
chef.
Yeah. Sorry, brain.
Does he moonlight as a wrestler?
No,
Nate
but
will
he
get
has
that
a
done.
very big cleaver. And what appears to be a musket.
Fred has a musket.
No, right back.
Ryback's got a
Ryback,
musket.
sorry.
I want his musket. Gimme.
I'm gonna get that musket.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking get that musket. Don't you worry.
Is that it? Is that everyone?
That is everyone.
I'm gonna
Can I just
yeah.
do something first? I want to use this opportunity where we are. I'm imagining we are slightly separated from everybody else. At least we are to one side. I want to turn to the group and say something, so that only they can hear it. Is that possible, DM?
Yeah.
I want to turn with my back to the crew, facing my four friends. Look at them sternly and say, "Look at me now and hear my words. This is a test. Conduct yourselves so we will be watched and considered at all times."
I agree.
And I'll turn back to the crew.
And as she does that, I look at them all and go, right, well, what massive fuck up did you perform to get placed with us?
We just got assigned here. Some of the rest of our crew got injured in an explosion yesterday, and we're just here with Winston. He asked for us to come.
Are they cadets?
They are.
I see. Okay.
I mean, that's what I mean. Like, the only experienced person here is Winston, and we're supposed to be going up against the Beholderkin. Winston, have you perchance accidentally given one of the officers food poisoning?
No. Everybody loves gunpowder chowder. And at this point, Fred is like, oh yeah. This is gunpowder chowder is like the best. I like mixing the bacon one and the beans one together.
Right. Right.
I'm not an expert on.
This is where we find out the gunpowder chowder is made from beholders. There's no bacon.
Gunpowder chowder
no
is
bacon.
people.
I am not an expert on food, but I did find the texture of gunpowder chowder to be distressing. That is all.
I turn to him and go, look, I know you value honesty, but sometimes you can be a little bit too honest. All right, just pull it back. Just pull it back, just a touch.
If anyone is offended by my words, I will go with it as necessary.
Wow, that's quite the layout.
Yeah.
It is a very large map.
So,
Wow.
which one of you has got my Spelljamming helm?
It is just in the cargo around you. Spelljamming helms are large, like you sit in them.
Yeah,
Like, you think Malik could sit in these?
I
great.
think like Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah.
But
It's like a
But
big
yeah,
armchair.
you can
Right.
can you see Winston, Fred, etc. on the map?
Yes.
Is that all you can see? Just to be clear.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, Winston. Yeah. Okay.
And some,
Yeah.
Yeah.
got crates. Great.
And some crates. That's fine. The crates are fine. Good. That means I used Roll20 properly.
Yay!
Opposite gravity from upper decks.
Yeah. So if you look at the top,
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
it's got the gravity plane going through it, and That's why
Ah,
when you invert a ship, you stay attached to it,
right, okay.
because that's the center of gravity.
Yeah, it's like a mini iron core right in the middle of the thing, holding us all down. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's very 3D.
So if you would like to place yourselves in the cargo deck around everybody, and for those that don't have a token, I can assign ones. Because I forget who has tokens and who doesn't.
I don't think I
I don't see a token.
I haven't got one. I use Roll20. No,
where's
D&D Beyond
my-
even.
Oh, wait a minute. Is this the
I
thing?
do not have a
I use
token.
the other one.
Whichever one you thought it wasn't.
Oh wow,
Pretty
I've got old tokens in mine. I've got Flint. I've got Kilek. So Flint was Troy's old character. Kilek was Mark's character. Chickens, which is Lorne's character. Chiron. The only original person I've got in here that is still around is Grey. Dang. Okay. So tokens are not campaign specific. They are
Nope, you have a library.
account specific.
Who
Right.
needs one? 1, 2.
Yeah, I don't have a token.
Yeah, I don't have a token.
I need a token to live.
Jesus, there's some random names in these things as well.
There we go.
Must have made some shit for experimentation a while ago. Crazy. Right. Yeah, I don't think I've got that. Thank you for my token.
Thank you, DM, for our daily token.
That is right.
Oh, mine hasn't turned up yet. I thank you in advance, good sir. There it
It's
is.
there, I see it.
Yeah.
I sees it.
I don't have control of it just yet. Aha. Thank you.
There you
very
go.
much. Wondrous. Shaft.
Hey.
Right. Oh wow. Okay, this is quite detailed. So we are in the we're cargo deck, hollow deck, not to be confused with holodeck. Hollow deck.
Hollow deck.
Where do we go to the toilet?
Meditation deck. That's pretty awesome. I like that. That's a meditation deck.
Not asleep, but we can meditate.
So if I drag you quickly back to the splash art.
What the fuck is it?
So you see the sort of antenna on the left. I believe that is the top of the ship.
Okay.
It looks like a pineapple.
It looks suspiciously like the creatures that normally crew it.
Mm,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
It's a cosmic flashlight, is what it is.
Which is why there are no ladders or stairs anywhere,
Because
because
they levitate.
they levitate.
Mm.
Aha.
God.
Fun. I planned for this.
And you need to
good.
install the spelljamming helm on the command deck.
Oh, right. So we're gonna need ropes.
Hence the climbing kit.
Back
Yep.
to the fuck,
Okay.
boy.
You've got climbers kits, hammers. There's about 100 pitons in this. 5
I'm
lots
gonna-
of rope, 2 mess kits, portable cooking service, water, cooking oil, fresh foodstuffs. There's 2 chests of that.
Can I quickly ask
You
what?
The fuck?
Actually, I'm gonna have to ask this in character because I'm not gonna know this. So, Winston.
Yep.
What is it here that commands the gravity?
The size of the ship.
Alright, there's not a device that can turn the gravity on and off?
Nope. Due to the significant size of spelljamming ships, they have their own sort of air bubble and gravitational plane within that bubble.
Right. Okay. Well, that makes things a little bit more difficult then, doesn't it? Alright.
The plane tends to only take effect though when you're in motion, which is why when certain people are in the skydock and jump off the edge, they might have an accident.
Yeah. Alright.
Hang on, do I understand this correctly? Mm-hmm. We're in the cargo deck.
Yes.
So we actually have to go down. What
Yes.
for us is down through the holodeck. At which point we have to start going up to the command deck.
Yes.
Yeah.
What? Oh fuck me!
So wait. If I lower something down and it meets,
just throw something down.
Yeah, it meets the neutral gravity plane. Does it just stay there? Does it hover there for a little while?
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
Right.
Let's try it.
That makes things easier. Let's just chuck the crates down. Wait for them to stop and hover. And then I'll go down.
Let's do something that isn't breakable first.
Oh, me then. I'll do it. I'll jump. I'll just jump down.
Now, a question out of character. What would happen if you threw a cat down there? Because cats always land on their feet.
Ooh.
But
Good thing I'm not a tabaxi then, isn't it?
yeah, but then also, as everyone knows, if you drop a piece of toast which is buttered, it will always land butter side down. So, if you strap a bit of buttered toast to the back of a cat and throw it in there, will you create a perpetual motion machine?
Exactly. It has to be butter up, yes, and then you will in theory create a perpetual motion machine.
And
Awesome,
Peter will
right,
get
well.
really mad at you.
So the one thing with both of those sentences and the way that this map works is they have to land on something.
Mm.
Nothing to land on.
Right.
So Winston starts to sort of organize a lot of the food stuff and set up like a makeshift galley kitchen in the cargo deck.
Yes, priorities.
While he's doing that, I am going to fix a length of rope from my explorer's kit. There's explorer's kit over the car. And I'm going to abseil down and try and work out where the gravity plane tilt point is.
Before you start going down there, Adolf is going to look at you. Do you want me to fly? Because that is so much easier.
That's actually a very fucking good idea, sir. Yeah.
You know, these big fucking flappy things behind me, kind of useful. Just take the rope and I will fly down and see where the gravity starts to shift.
Well, looking at the map, it's right here.
Yeah,
Which
right at the top
means-
of that bowl.
Which means theoretically, we only need to get to here, and then we could walk down that slope and climb through the hole and walk out again. So we basically need to get everything from here straight downwards to here.
Yeah, that's a very bloody good point.
So this bit here is this bit here.
Yeah.
So you can't quite access that. So you have to use the access shafts that are around this, which then in sort of match up in turn over and over. And then,
okay. We have to go through there first to then get through there. Okay.
And then this circle here
Is this?
is that.
Okay, I see.
But the shafts do go all the way up because beholders float.
Right.
Okay.
So I'm going to fly as long as the rope lets me and try and find the tilt point of the gravity plane.
Going down the shaft.
Yep.
This reminds me of that bit in Morrowind where you find where the Dunmer live.
Sure.
Yeah, shout out to anyone who knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
My Morrowind knowledge is rather hazy.
My Morrowind knowledge is just slightly worse than my knowledge of nuclear physics.
Yes, you can see the gap to the holodeck and that there are exit points to come out into it at points, but you can carry on down the access shaft if you would like, Adolf.
Sure, I will keep moving. As long as the rope will allow me to, I will keep going, and if I pass the edge of that gravity plane, or if I can get to the edge of the gravity plane, that would be great.
You can. You go down one of the shafts, and you get to sort of this point, which you kind of estimate is at the top of that bowl that you saw on the holodeck,
Yeah.
where gravity starts to behave a bit funky for you.
Right. Can I tie off this rope somewhere around this area?
Yeah, you've got your climber's kit. You've got some pittons, so you can just hammer a pitton into the wall to tie off.
Excellent. And I will. I'll make sure it's secure, and then I will. How is it dark in here?
It is dark. As part of your kit that's with Winston, there are 5 lanterns that have continual flame cast on them.
Right.
He does also have 10 potions of healing on him.
I will hang my lantern on the end of the rope at my end, just as a distant beacon, and I'll fly back up because I've got dark vision, so I'm good.
Okay. Malik,
Yes.
as designated in charge, Winston hands you a sending stone
Okay.
that says Tartu has its sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have one sending stone and Tartu has the other. But yeah, so Ryback is setting up a lot of sort of the rations, the food stuff. Like the chests between them with the food stuff have kind of got enough food to last you like 150 days in them. Like they're just big chests. And that leaves you with sort of the spelljamming helm to get to the command deck.
And this is quite dark in here, is that right?
It is quite dark. Around the cargo deck where you are here, you've got the 4 of the torches. And then Adrov's taken one down the shaft, probably.
Certainly down the shafts, they are black, pitch black down there.
Yep.
Okay, so before we set off to do anything else, I would gather there's certainly our group and anyone else that's coming with us. I can do up to 4 individuals, not including myself, and I am going to use what's called Eyes of the Night, and I can grant you dark vision to 300 foot.
Nice.
Jesus.
And that will last up to,
Twilight was that strong. Fuck.
that will last you up to 1 hour. So for any that needs it, I know Rennick definitely.
Yeah.
I would imagine Malik maybe. I think Adolf, you said
vision.
you've got it already. So
I'm good.
Rennick, Catalina, and then depending on the others, Fred or
So Fred, Micken, and Cricklet are helping Ryback sort of
They're
set up. They are here as deckhands for him.
Okay, so well, for now then I would just cast it, and you do it for Rennick and Catalina.
Sorry, what do we get exactly?
You get dark vision up to 300 feet
Okay.
for up to an hour.
Okay.
Nice.
It's a bit ridiculous. Adolf flies back up and says, "Yeah, so the rope's secure. I've dropped a light at the end just so you know sort of where you're headed. That's kind of where the gravity shifts, so hold on to your butts, and I'll fly down the hill."
Okay. So I guess I would start organizing cargo to be lowered. Oh wait, I mean most of the cargo can stay here, right? It's basically in the helm that needs to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'd ask Rennick to help me secure the helm, and I'd probably suggest he should probably do most of the lowering.
Yeah.
Being the strongest. How heavy is it?
It's quite heavy. Based on the fact that 100 foot of rope took you just over half, so really three quarters of the way there.
Okay.
It's quite heavy. You can probably estimate it's going to take about 7 hours
Jesus.
to sort of slowly maneuver this chair down.
Right. Do I need to make any rolls? Or?
Just down this one rope section.
The entire way.
I was going to say 7 hours for 100 feet. Fucking Christ!
It's a big chair.
Okay, and I assume that's going to require most people helping.
It's going to require most people helping. I think because you've got the guide rope there, it makes it a lot easier.
How much does this chair weigh?
Let me consult the oracle.
Please.
Have you got a plan, Rich?
Yeah.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it when you've got a plan.
This is where
plan, my lord.
Cookie says it's 1 more pound than I can do. It says you could do it on a target. It doesn't specifically say it has to be a person.
Okay, the oracle doesn't say.
Okay. Well, I can cast levitate on a target that weighs up to a certain amount. What do you ascertain the chair to weigh?
It weighs enough that levitate would work on it.
Love it.
500 pounds is what I can levitate.
Sure.
So I would, after seeing Rennick try and struggle for a bit to try and maneuver this down somehow, I just kind of like scratch my head, and he goes, I think I might have a better idea. I was going to use this on myself, but this might make things a lot easier, and I'll reach out and I will take sort of a hand onto the spell jamming chair and give the correct wording and take a minute to do so, and then you just start to see the whole chair just start to hover off the ground slightly. Just keep hold of it. Maybe tie a rope to it so it doesn't just float away.
While this is going on, I am going to cast on Rennick enhance ability, specifically bull strength.
Thank you.
So you have advantage on strength checks and your carrying capacity doubles.
Excellent. Alright. Good.
Just in case.
Yeah, fair enough.
So now we have a spell jamming chair helium balloon.
Not with my rolls. my
Rennick
rolls might negate
now-
your boon, but
dragging a chair along on a rope.
Yep. Okay.
Right, that should make things easier. Shall we give it a go?
Yeah.
Okay. So you start to take this chair down the access shaft, and you're actually, with it being essentially weightless, and you can just use the guide rope and pull it along behind you. You're making really good time. You're probably getting close to the gravity plane after about an hour.
Nice.
You have blown down this. Sort of nearly as quick as Adroth.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's going quite well. And Adroth, are you ahead of the chat?
Yes.
Okay. Did you bring an extra lantern?
My lantern, the lantern that I brought is tied onto the rope, and I have dark vision, so.
We all do. But we've taken up to an hour. Said it's been an hour. That dark vision would have worn off for Rennick and Catalina.
Okay. So you appear into the command deck, which is this one here, bottom right.
Uh-huh.
We're
And
in.
you've
Yeah.
chances are you are in this one,
Okay.
because that's the one that Adroth was closest to from the cargo deck.
Yeah, no, that's cool. Cool.
So as you fly out, are you still flying?
Yep.
As you get to the center of the room on this one,
Yep.
you can see that there are two sort of empty quarters and what looks to be, in this one, a destroyed helm.
Okay.
Oh,
And then,
interesting.
who is up? Or is there anything you'd like to do first?
I'd like to. I'm not going to land, and I'm going to fly silently. For all intents and purposes, I'm trying to stealth through this because I'm not aware of whether everything is still on the ship or not.
This is an empty ship. Like Tato informed you that this was just derelict.
Okay. Then I'll take it at face value, and I will not be doing the stealth. I mean, I am effectively passively stealthing because fucking owl boy. But yes, I will. Well, I'll just be up, and I'll be looking around, find this destroyed helm where I need to set this new helm up.
Mhm.
And I will. I'll pull out a coin, and I will quickly inscribe a rune on it that will effectively act as a light source for me.
Okay.
Just to see a little bit clearer. So I've got a little light source next to me as I'm inspecting this destroyed Spelljammer helm. So that's me for the immediate moment.
Can you make an investigation roll for me, please?
Would I have advantage from my goggles or no?
You would.
Cool. That's fun. That is a 24.
Okay.
Nice.
So, at first this looked like a destroyed spelljamming helm.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just a chair that seems to be here for no reason, because beholders don't need chairs. So,
That's fair.
not quite sure why you've got this destroyed chair here. but it's here nevertheless. On the sort of all around this room are panels and symbols sort of etched into the wall, and there's like buttons and arcane control panels embedded.
Anything that I could recognize or understand?
What languages can you read and speak?
Common, Draconic, and Goblin.
Nope.
Didn't think so.
I would have come along with everyone.
Yeah.
Because I'm apparently in charge.
Would Rennick be first with the chair, or would he be last with the chair?
Ooh, that's a good. Maybe. First? Maybe first.
First.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I have advantage on this because of my ball strength?
The bull strength just enabled the time to be far quicker.
Okay. So I don't...
So once the gravity plane shifted, you were then climbing.
Okay. Right.
Because of the gravity plane shifting, you were then going up.
I would probably go first then to take most of the strain.
So rather than it was supposed to take 7 hours, and then the going down because of the guide rope and the levitate, it was sort of like, okay, it can go a bit quicker.
Yeah.
Then the ball strength made the climb the other side a lot quicker.
Okay.
So it wasn't wasted, it just has better applications.
Okay.
It only lasts for an hour as well.
Yeah. Alright.
But yeah, so you climb out with the chair onto the command deck. Adrov.
Yes.
The panels in front of you start flashing. All the arcane symbols on them.
That's probably not good.
They're not flashing like a white either, it's a red.
Yeah, that's probably not good.
Red's not good. DM, as I'm there. The writing on the walls. I can read primordial and abyssal. Does that help?
Maybe.
I don't suppose the language is by any chance Minotaur.
It is none of those languages.
Okay.
But yeah, so as you come up and the alarms go off, the ship spins end over end.
Oh no.
Nuggets.
And can everybody roll initiative?
Oh no.
God.
Okay. 10.
Oh, I need to turn on the thing.
Are we fighting gravity? Are we in?
To me.
Are we in fact defying gravity?
I'm gonna fight physics. 17.
A natural one.
That's right, I'm gonna have to do that and then. Oh, great.
20.
It was actually 10. That's annoying.
Okay. Add a turn for Adrov. And you got a 20.
Yep.
One for me, please.
That's nasty, dirty little 20.
And for Katarina.
In tonight's combat, we will be fighting physics
And beholders.
and beholder.
Yeah.
The whole ship is actually a beholder, and we're going to fight it from the inside.
No,
Don't
see, the
say
funny
it.
thing is, as soon as I saw the ship, that's what I thought. It looks like a giant beholder.
Oh god!
Okay.
Oh
We
no!
move ourselves onto the command deck,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
right?
Which way's forward?
To the command deck.
So you would have come out here. So Rennick would probably be about here-ish, around the middle.
Okay.
And then everyone else sort of following behind.
So we're all still in the corridor.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
God.
seemed to have triggered when the first person stepped out into
Fuck
the command deck.
you pedestrians and you're walking.
Eee. Definitely didn't just drag Rennick when I did that.
I saw it.
No, didn't see nothing. Nothing
No.
happened. Okay. And then I will. Well, it's just going to happen. So can everybody make a dexterity saving throw?
Oh boy.
No.
This is not my strong suit.
13.
10.
9.
18.
8. Fucking dexterous Sand King there.
That's why you
I'm just
should have
gonna-
said
just-
yours
I'm-
first. It would have made more sense.
What?
Never mind. Don't worry.
So fine, we're in a kind of like a tunnel, so I'm just going to brace all of my legs against the walls.
Okay. Can everybody except Malik take 4 damage?
Oh no.
And Malik takes 2.
Sorry, I take. Who takes 4?
You.
Everyone but me.
Yes.
I take 4. Right. Damage. Okay.
Okay. Adolf,
Yes.
what are you up to?
Bring me that fucking chair! And I'm going to. I'm still flapping in the air. Can I hold my action to attempt to activate the chair when it gets to me, or unpack it from its box, or whatever I have to do?
You can do. Everything around you is still flashing.
I don't read any of it.
Yep. You can hold your action.
Yeah, I don't read any of it, and you said I didn't recognize any of it, so I'm just gonna wait for the chair, and hopefully, assuming control of it, will stop.
Okay. Next up, Catalina.
The chair. Just in front of Renwick.
Yeah, it's with Rennick.
Okay, yeah, I'd like to move. Where have I gone? Oh dear, I've disappeared.
You're under Sand King.
I'm under somebody, I think. There
There you go.
Can I move out to here? Am I able to start dragging in myself? If not, I will grab it and then prepare to help Renwick to push it in.
You can start to move it. It's still levitating.
Okay, then I will start dragging in. Idrov, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. I didn't touch fucking nothing.
I step or you step.
Maybe
I
the-
touched nothing.
Maybe the problem is that you didn't press any buttons.
Short round.
Yeah, I'll end my turn here if I can.
Yep.
Is the chair brought well enough to me?
It's still probably 10 feet away.
Alright, then I'm fucking waiting.
DM, now that I've entered the room, can I have a look at the flashing lights? Can I discern any sort of pattern or sense or meaning from it? Or is
You
it
are-
literally just...
You are investigating now.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Okay. You do not understand any of the language of anything,
Mm-hmm.
but can you make me an Arcana check?
An Arcana check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is going to be one more than it says. 17.
You, not knowing the ins and outs of the trap or the runes, you kind of don't see a way that you can currently shut it off. But there must be a way somewhere within
Okay.
the command room.
Okay. Okay.
Anything else?
No, I'll just stay here for the moment, wait for the others to arrive.
Okay. Next up, Hayes' turn, and then after that, it will be Rennick.
Okay,
Right.
so Hayes would kind of try and push his way through. Oh, got myself stuck. There we go. Having heard the commotion in the room, not quite knowing what's going on, got in here, seen the kind of writing all over the wall, which I imagine I can still see.
You can still see they are still flashing.
What you would then see for certainly Adrov and Catalina, if they were looking, they would see Hayes' kind of eyes keep flickering, as he then mutters to himself and casts Comprehend Languages.
Okay.
And I would like to then be able to try and read whatever this writing is and discern a way to try and stop it.
Okay. Is that your action to do comprehend languages?
That is my action, yes.
Yeah, so now you can read the deep speech that is written all over these runes.
Okay. And what does it say? Or is there lots of things that it says?
Lots of things that it says.
Oh, you just hear Hayes go, "Oh God!"
But there is one that there's a rune across the top that says spin trap, and then below it you've got two more runes that have on and off.
As a bonus action, could I say, Adrov, press that one, and point to the off one?
You can say it as a free action.
I'll say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've used my action, so I think it's pushing the limits of pressing it as well. So I would certainly say it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Adrov, you are holding your action for the chair.
I am.
So it is now Rennick's turn.
Okie dokie. So what
Malik up next.
I'm gonna do is I forgot to do this. And where is the chair?
It occupies essentially the same space as you. It's kind of
Okay.
here-ish.
Oh right, okay. Well then, I think basically what I'm gonna have to do is just do like maybe like an athletics check to just essentially just push it.
But Catalina moved the chair, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you said the chair was about 10 feet
Oh.
from me, so the
Yeah,
chair is
so-
over here.
Yeah, that's where the chair is.
Oh
I
right. Okay.
forgot that Catalina had
That's
moved
what I
it.
thought. That's what I thought. It's there. Okay, and so it's 10 feet from me. Let me have a look at this. Oh no, there's no. Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. So I'm gonna move up to it,
Mhm.
and I'm basically gonna put all of my weight behind it and shove it towards Adroth. Would you like an athletics from me, or
I would also like a dexterity from Adroth.
also a is that just a normal dexterity check?
That's
Yes.
from me.
From
From
Adroth.
Adroth.
Oh, sorry, from Adroth. Okay.
I don't
Right.
want a dex check. Why do I need to roll a dex
I hope
check?
this works.
If you
You're
get
a bird,
these
you'll be
squid.
fine.
16.
This is like my main skill, and I've been rolling so low recently. So hopefully this actually works. Here we go. Oh, fuck off! It's always a 4 or a 5. Unbelievable.
Dice hate you.
Freaking believable. Right, okay. Let me just see if I've got any bonus actions I can use here. Because that's wrong. Hmm.
To be fair, you should have enough movement to get to Adroth, should you not?
Yeah,
Touch the chair to me.
but it's whether.
A 9 is enough to push a levitating chair.
Oh, is it okay?
It is levitating.
Oh, well, that I guess that does make things easier.
Yeah.
The
Adroth, you saw Rennick sort of rushing towards this chair to put all his weight behind a shove, and then it goes about 5 foot and is within 5 feet of you. But yeah, you feel like if he'd have connected properly with the chair, it might have come at you a little quicker than expected because it was levitating.
Yep.
I have a thing now, GM. This is up to you, of course.
Mhm.
It does hammering horns. It says immediately after I hit a creature with a melee attack. Now I didn't attack the crate,
Mhm.
but I'm wondering if I can kind of use hammering horns in a more constructive manner. So rather than an attack, more of a shove, and use my horns to shove it towards Adroth.
He's already got it.
It's already within my range.
Oh, it's
you pushed it far enough.
I have pushed it far enough. Okay, right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Then I retract my previous request.
Okay.
But I make myself ready to assist him in any way that I physically can.
Can my held action go off, DM?
It can. You can set the chair up and begin your attunement to the chair.
How long does attuning to the chair take?
This will
1 hour.
take
I'm joking.
probably in this instance. You've done it before recently as well. I would say probably a full turn.
Okay. My held action, it's off and going, and yep.
And by the end of, or by your next turn, it shall be complete.
Beautiful.
Mallet.
There's not really much for me to do, is there? Everything's, I am being a proper manager in letting everyone beneath me do all the work, and I'll stand there and watch and go, yeah, good. Yeah,
Take the credit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's literally nothing for me to do.
Nope.
Until there is. So I will stand in the bigger area and just observe.
Okay. Is that your entire turn?
I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the sound of that at all. I am that has triggered my fight or flight response.
Start flailing.
Okay, as a precaution, just in case, I am gonna do enhanced ability on Renwick again. Ball strength, just in case.
Thank you.
Just in case. That's advantage and doubled your carrying capacity.
Hey. And with that, we get to the top of the round,
Oh fuck.
where the alarms are still going.
Yep.
Everything's still flashing.
I agree. That.
And the ship spins again.
Yeah.
And everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
I don't think it is. I should have cast it up myself.
Fuck's sake.
18!
18!
Oh
Two.
God, 4.
Uh-oh. 6.
Hey. Hey.
How?
Can Malik, Hayes, and Rennick take 3 points of damage?
3 damage.
3 damage. And A-Drop and Catalina can take 2.
Oof.
Okay.
Ow.
Okay. And we are back to the top of the round with Adrov up and Catalina next.
Is my attunement done now?
Your attunement is done now.
Excellent. Does that allow me to understand anything about the ship and turn off the alarm? And
Nope.
the trap? Cool.
This allows you to move the ship as a whole.
Excellent.
But-
But then, in response to Hayes' shout, I will shout back, I'm a little fucking busy! And I will assume the position in the chair and... as an action, am I allowed to... Because when you get into a spelljamming helm, you are able to see and hear everything on the ship.
Yes.
Is there anything on this ship except us? The 5 of us up where we are, and the 4 that we know, or the 3... No, the 4 that we know that are in the hull. Is there anything else on this ship moving?
Good question.
Or not moving. He's got very quiet.
Ahem.
Did I ask a question you weren't anticipating?
No.
I don't know whether that fills me with confidence or dread.
It's going to take 6 more turns for you to find that out.
It's a dramatic pause.
You can tell that there are definitely other things on here that are moving while the ship spins down on the cargo deck.
Oh.
I can see and hear on the cargo deck, so can I see what's happening?
You can.
Isn't that where we left our compatriots?
Yeah.
Ryback has cast Featherfall on all of them as they kind of float in the middle of the cargo deck as the ship spins and spins. And as he does so, one of the tattoos sort of up on his arm just disappears.
Okay.
And then in the holodeck, there isn't any movement, but there is a lot of metal and junk that is about.
That's
Lots of gears, mechanical parts, things like that. Several piles of parts. Some are strewn across the floor. Several disassembled autonomes are there.
Okay.
And then there's some sort of metallic-y. There's sort of 3 metallic-y things. They're not moving, but it's a different metal to the rest of the metal that appears to be in the ship.
Right. Well, that's ominous. Cool. All right. Well, that's presumably my action to be able to do that. And I've shouted at Hayes, and I've sat in the chair. So that'll be me.
Catalina now. Hayes up next.
Okay, well, I assume that when Hayes pointed at the off switch and said, press that thing there, I would have seen what he
You
was
would have,
referring to. So I would like to do a hop, skip, and a jump over to... I assumed it was over here. I don't know why.
Yeah, it'll be about there.
Hop, skip, and a jump, and we'll attempt to turn off by pressing the button that he indicated to.
And all the red lights turn white and then slowly subside.
Uh,
And as they do fade away, is there anything else sort of remarkable as pertaining to anything else, be it traps or be it controls or anything of that kind?
There are controls. There's sort of like forward, back, up, down, left, right, etc. in Deep Speech. But because you've got the helm, they're kind of irrelevant.
Okay, that's fine. Just there was no other traps that were activated from here or not.
No other trap that you can see. Just the spin trap.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, so that all ends. We are now out of the initiative.
oof.
Just sat in the chair with goggles down. Everybody okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try and flip myself over like a overturned turtle.
Well, that got painful real quick. Everything
is
under
indeed.
control now?
Yes. Catalina says, wiping a little bit of blood away from her forehead. You have control of the ship?
Aye.
Okay, good. You can keep it stable?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know whether there's any more traps about, but I have the movement under control.
Perhaps
I mean,
we should
we-
just check that the other rooms on this level are safe and unoccupied, and then we can inspect the charts and plan our route.
I mean, I don't think there's anything more untoward. The writing that was there obviously is now turned off. There was nothing else that indicated any more traps, but I think we're safe for now.
You might want to check the other rooms.
But
Actually, at this point, I'll Captain Merrick, should we check the other rooms?
Yes.
mostly.
Malik is very much out of his comfort zone. He's not used to commanding people.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
that's it.
And I will then move across to have a look in this first room.
As you move over there,
Oh no.
out of this shaft here,
Okay.
the one that you guys have been using to go up and down.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now everything is settled into a relative peace and quiet compared to the spinning.
Yeah.
without warning, Mikan climbs out of that shaft.
Okay.
His
Did I
hair,
not see him moving?
not when you looked.
Damn. All right.
Between then and now. Yeah, his hair is disheveled. His clothes reek of smoke. He's breathing hard from his climb and appears to be having difficulty breathing between labored gasps of air. Though winded and fatigued, he's unharmed. And as he sort of crawls out of that hole, you hear the words, "Fire in the galley, out of control,
Oh,
must save others."
Oh man.
And I think we'll end it there.
Oh,
God fucking damn.